What is going on, world? What's up, everyone? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new Starcraft 2 video. This one is between two players on the WCS Pro Circuit. Spawning here in the top left-hand corner of Fracture LE, playing with the red Zerg pieces. We have a player who is absolutely showing us complete domination of the series so far. His name is Reynor. And his opponent spawning in the cross position, playing with the blue Terran pieces. He's down, but not out. His name is uThermal. So guys and girls, you guys can check out all the games in this series on the YouTube channel right now, and I hope you guys will do exactly that, because this has been a very good series between these two players. It's been a ton of fun to watch as well as cast, and I hope you guys are enjoying it just as much as I am. It's been intense, guys. Looks like Reynor's decided to go ahead and get that early spawning pool here. And then he's going to go ahead and get the natural base expansion up very, very soon. uThermal has gone ahead, gotten his barracks into the refinery. And I'm assuming he's probably, after that barracks is made, probably going for the natural base command center. Both players, though, guys, have really showed a lot of incredible play, with their specific races. I mean, uThermal has been, he's been playing really well. He's been he really has been showing, going toe to toe with Reynor. Reynor has just gotten the better of him more than uThermal has been able to, at least up to this point. So let's see what ends up happening here. Does look like 6 Zerglings are going to be coming out onto the map here. And probably, it looks like these Zerglings are going to try to possibly just start, nibbling away at that SCV. The SCV is trying to get some scouting information here. I'm surprised he decided to send a SCV across the map instead of going ahead and sending the Reaper across the map. But nonetheless, does look like these Zerglings are going to try to delay this natural base command center, and that's exactly what they're doing. These things don't seem like, massive ordeals, guys. But in the grand scheme of things, this is absolutely crucial. This is delaying that natural base expansion. It's letting Reynor continue to, to macro out a bigger and bigger, economy at the earlier stages of the game, and he can continue getting that queen production going, more and more drones. He's got the Zergling speed upgrade coming up right now. And on the opposite side, I mean, we got uThermal, who's going ahead and has decided to go with the Cyclone play, which I love that decision a lot. uThermal's a little bit supply blocked, a little bit uncharacteristic on his end. Once again, trying to get the delay on that command center. Doesn't quite do it, but is able to get a kill on the SCV. We do have, like I said, we got a medevac as well as, one of these Cyclones coming out here. And I love using the Cyclones. They're very powerful units to use. And we have, looks like going on the reactor is going to be that, of course, the factory, and then the tech lab is going to have the barracks attached to it. More and more Zerglings are going to be coming out here for our Zerg player. There is going to be some drop play here by uThermal. Third base going up here by Reynor. So Reynor looks like he's planning on playing the late game, or not necessarily the late game, but he's planning on playing a more macro-focused game here. So it does look like there is going to be plenty here for Reynor to kind of hold off against this push. Now there are going to be some Zerglings here. Looks like those Zerglings might try to get into that natural base expansion, but there are a lot of Hellions at this point. So you got to be really careful. Bailey Nest is coming up now as well. We also have some Liberators coming out very early, as well as that Stim Pack upgrade is coming up here for our Terran player. Third command center is being constructed right now, so it looks like uThermal is also planning on playing a little bit more of the late game here. That draw play is going to help uThermal quite a bit. He's going to try to get some more kills here on some of those drones, and this is the kind of thing that definitely uThermal wants to do at this point in the game. Does not lose any units. That is huge. More drop legs. Or I shouldn't say more drop legs, but more units are going to be coming in here, trying to get some kills on some of those drones. And this is huge, guys. uThermal is absolutely on top of it right now with the drop play, really harassing his opponent. This is buying uThermal so much time to get that third base up and running here very, very shortly. Looks like these Zerglings are starting to move across the map here for Reynor. He wants to start nibbling away and just try to get some more scouting information here. Does delay that third command center. He does know now that the third command center is coming up here, and this is interesting. We're going to have what's possibly going to be a Baneling bust here into the natural base expansion. We got that high ground siege tank, and it does look like our Reynor has decided to back off with that siege tank in the high ground, which is absolutely crucial. Now we'll have to keep an eye on whatever this SCV is planning on doing here. Should be interesting. But it does look like uThermal has gotten that third base here. And it looks like that SCV was actually just scouting to see if the fourth base was taken by Reynor yet. And that was not the case. So, interesting play here by both players. Very interesting. It does look like Reynor is going to try to keep, figure out and see as much as he possibly can as far as what his opponent might be doing. Do have an Overlord here that is going to try, is going to see, well, this Zergling's going to see that third base is going down here for uThermal. And I wonder if this is going to trigger a push here relatively soon by Reynor, or is he going to kind of give that mutual respect, and it looks like he is. He is going to go for the fourth base expansion. So we do have the upgrades, +1/+1 coming up here for Reynor. Same can be said here for our Terran player. So, I mean, both players, guys, it's hard to tell who's really got the advantage at this point. Reynor is going ahead and getting that lair, getting more and more Zerglings out. Got the roly-poly upgrade coming for the Banelings. So, I really like the decision by uThermal, though, to go ahead and just try to really construct a big economy before constructing a really big army. And it looks like Reynor really can't fight him yet because he's going for his fourth base at this point. So, it should be interesting how these two players kind of jostle back and forth. The Overlord speed is going to be finishing up here, as well as the melee attacks level 1 for the Zerg player. And it does look like there is going to be some Marines that are going to try to get some kills on some of these, on some of those Zerglings. But, to say the least, not a whole lot of damage dealt as of yet. There's a lot of starting to become a decent amount of units here for uThermal, though. There's a lot of Zerglings out, but should be able to kind of, shoo those Zerglings away here with all these siege tanks. The Banelings are coming here. It looks like Reynor once again is trying to get the surround going. He wants that surround, and it does look like it's going to be met with so many siege tanks. Beautiful play here by uThermal, really kind of evening up the score here at this point, at this stage in the game. He's very much so still in this thing, and it does look like he's starting to move on to creep here. He is starting to move on to that creep, and does look like these queens are kind of caught out in a very awkward position here. Those Terran units are trying to kind of bait all these units into the siege tank fire. But it looks like uThermal's decided to kind of back off, at least at this point here. Does look like those siege tanks are just going to try to do as much damage as possible. They are doing a lot of damage to Reynor right now. There is a run by here of these Zerglings something that Reynor tends to do quite a bit are those run-bys, and they definitely help. You know, trying to keep that Terran player at home, but not a lot of damage was dealt. More was dealt on the opposite side of the map, where uThermal is trying to, you know, clear out a lot of this creep, and is getting some very good connections on some of these Zerg units. So a lot of Marines, lots of Marines and lots of siege tanks. I like it a lot, actually, by uThermal. I think uThermal's in a great position, at least at this point. Those +2 upgrades are started here for uThermal, and he may continue pushing after those after these upgrades finish up, and they're going to be finishing up very, very soon here. More and more Zerglings are going to be kind of met by a lot of Marines. Those Banelings are going to get some connections there. Looks like more and more Zerglings are going to start moving, trying to maybe get a surround possibly, or just counterattack here on all these units. And it looks like once again he is going to start moving into the natural base expansion here of the Terran player, getting a lot of you know, some value there. But all that said and done, not much was really dealt. Not a lot of damage. And these siege tanks are in a position where our Zerg player cannot really move into this position. There's just siege tanks everywhere. So more and more Banelings and Hydras as well as Zerglings are all coming up here. You know, +3/+3 has even gotten started now. And it looks like maybe Reynor has had enough here. But is there enough Zerg here to hold on against this army here? It does look like he might just have barely enough. Maybe not, though. There are so many Marines here. Oh, my God. uThermal is showing us just exactly how to play a very good game here with the Terran pieces and slow pushing his opponent here. There is not much else here, guys. Oh my God. There is just not much here for the Zerg player, and uThermal is jumping on that Baneling nest. It looks like he's going to try to get the kill, and he does get the kill on that Baneling nest. He is everywhere right now. There is so many Terran units on the opposite side. It looks like he might very well try to end this right here and right now. It does look like he might. Is he overextending just a little bit too much? These medevacs are helping so much, and GG is called. And uThermal gets on the board in a very, very good and well-played Terran just matchup against a Zerg player. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between uThermal and Reynor. And if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.